in this video we will discuss about the pathophysiology of coronavirus and how coronavirus causes the respiratory troubles, and also how coronavirus generate heat, that is this will causes the diseases in our body. Okay, and what is the mechanism behind this. And in the previous video we have talked about the structure of the coronavirus, and you know the coronavirus is an enveloped virus, and this contains a special type of their genetic material. Actually this genetic material is single stranded RNA, and in the membrane there are present different type of proteins, and the most important is the spike protein. And the spike protein have two subunit, S1 and the S2, and the S1 subunit binds with the receptor which is known as angiotensin converting enzyme receptor 2, and this angiotensin converting enzyme receptor 2 are present in the host cell, or these are present in the human cell. Okay, so these receptors are usually found in different organs in our body. These are found in lungs, these are found in kidneys, small and large intestine. So the coronavirus may be landed in these different type of organs. Usually coronavirus affects our lungs. Okay, so in this video we will mainly discuss about how our lungs is affected and how coronavirus causes the increasing of temperature, that is how coronavirus causes fever in our body. Okay, the pathogenesis, how coronavirus causes disease. If one person is affected by coronavirus, he sneezes out. Okay, and the viral particle enters into the air, and the life period of the virus in the air is 3 hours, and another fresh person who inhale the air, the coronavirus will enters into the lungs. So this is actually the mechanism of entry of coronavirus into our body. So we should use the mask to prevent the entry of this viral loaded air into our lungs. Okay, in this diagram you can see this is actually the lungs and this is trachea, and when the coronavirus enters into the lungs through the trachea, then this red dotted is actually the viral particle. Okay, and so this viral particle enters into the lungs. Actually this enters into the alveoli of the lungs, and this is actually the structure of our alveoli, and the alveoli is surrounded by blood vessels, and the air or the oxygen enters from the alveoli into these blood vessels, and the carbon dioxide from these blood vessels enters into the alveoli. Okay, so the oxygen actually coming from the atmosphere first of all enters into the trachea, and then from the bronchus and bronchioles, and ultimately this will reach into the alveoli, and then this oxygen diffuse into the blood vessels, and in the blood vessels the carbon dioxide will be diffused back into the alveoli, and then this carbon dioxide will be exhaled from our body through our nostril. Okay, now the alveoli contains two type of cell, the type 1 pneumocyte and the type 2 pneumocyte. So there are present two different type of pneumocyte in the alveoli wall, the type 1 pneumocyte and the type 2 pneumocyte, and usually SARS-CoV-2 or the coronavirus usually attacked this type 2 pneumocyte, and this will causes the damages of this type 2 pneumocyte, and which will causes the hypoxemia or the lack of oxygen in our body, and this will causes the respiratory troubles in our. Now this is the expand diagram of this type 2 pneumocytes, and which is attacked by coronavirus, and when coronavirus actually landed in this type 2 cells, and you know that in this type 2 pneumocyte cells there are present angiotensin converting enzyme receptor 2, and the coronavirus spike protein actually binds with this angiotensin converting enzyme receptor 2, which are present in the type 2 pneumocytes of the alveolar cell. Okay, and when this coronavirus binds with this ACE receptor, and then this actually causes the penetration of their genetic material into the type 2 pneumocyte cell, and in the ribosome of this type 2 pneumocyte cell causes the formation of different type of proteins, and which are known as the polyproteins, and this polyproteins actually is responsible for the different type of proteins of the virus structure. So the viral genome or the single stranded RNA genome will be translated with the help of the ribosome of type 2 alveolar cell. Okay, so this will causes the formation of the polyprotein, and this viral genome or the single stranded RNA will be multiplied with the help of another type of enzyme which is known as RNA dependent RNA polymerase. So the single stranded RNA will be transcribed with the help of type 2 pneumocyte ribosome, and also this single-stranded RNA will be increased in number with the help of action of another type of enzyme which is known as RNA-dependent RNA polymerase, and this will causes the generation a huge number of newly replicated single-stranded RNA. And then this polyprotein and the newly replicated single-stranded RNA will causes the formation of new viral particle. Okay, so new viral particle will be formed, and then this new viral particle will be loaded in this type 2 cells, and this will causes the breakdown of this type 2 cells, or this will causes the damage of these type 2 cells which are present in our lungs alveoli. And when the coronavirus come out from this type 2 cells, this will attack another type of cell which is known as macrophage, and usually we know that the macrophage actually remove the different type of microbes in our body by the process of phagocytosis. But this coronavirus causes the damages of this macrophage, and due to the damaging of macrophage, the three types of cytokines are produced from this macrophage: the interleukin 1, interleukin 6 and tumor necrosis factor. These three types of cytokines are very much toxic in our body, and these are very much harmful in our body, and this will actually causes the respiratory troubles in our body. Okay. And why these interleukin are actually harmful? Because this cytokine or the interleukin are harmful because these are released by the macrophage, and this causes the destroy of the capillary wall of the alveoli. And this is actually the normal portion alveoli, and this is the normal capillary wall. Okay, so this capillary and this alveoli is not affected by the coronavirus, but here you can see the diseased alveoli and the diseased blood vessels, and which are affected by the coronavirus, or which are affected by cytokine which are secreted from the macrophage cell. Okay, and this causes the damages of the capillary, and due to the damaging of the capillary, many fluid will be accumulated in between alveoli and the capillary. Okay, so the oxygen diffusion is not possible from the alveoli to the capillary, and this will causes the decrease of partial oxygen pressure in the blood vessel, and this will ultimately causes our respiratory trouble. Okay, and apart from this, due to the destruction of the type 2 epithelial cell, the alveoli shape will be changed. Okay, so the alveoli will be collapsed, and this is actually the normal alveoli which is rounded, but this is the collapsed alveoli. You can see this is the collapsed alveoli, and this alveoli is affected by the coronavirus, right? And how this alveoli becomes collapsed, this is very important. Actually, type 2 pneumocyte cells will be damaged, and this will causes the decrease of the surfactant which are present in the alveoli. The surfactant are a special type of fluid which are present in the alveoli, and this maintain the stretchable property of the alveoli. So due to the actions of the coronavirus, the type 2 pneumocytes will be damaged, and this will causes the decrease of the surfactant in the alveoli. So the surface tension in the alveoli will be increased, and this will causes the alveoli collapsed. So the gaseous exchange will be hampered, and this will causes the hypoxemia. Hypoxemia means the partial oxygen pressure in the blood will be decreased, and this will causes the respiratory troubles, and for this reason actually we are suffering from respiratory trouble due to the coronavirus attack. And this hypoxemia actually causes the increasing of respiratory rate, and this will causes the increasing of the heart rate. Then hope you have understand about that how coronavirus actually infect our lungs alveoli, and how coronavirus actually causes the respiratory troubles in our body. Okay, now coronavirus also causes the fever. Then how coronavirus causes the fever? And due to the damaging of the macrophage, the macrophage release different type of cytokine. I have already told you. The cytokines are interleukin 1, interleukin 6 and the tumor necrosis factor. And from this cytokine, the interleukin 1 and interleukin 6 actually attack the hypothalamus in the brain. Okay, so hypothalamus in the brain is known as thermostat. This will actually regulate our body temperature. Then due to the attacking of the hypothalamus release a huge amount of the prostaglandin, and this prostaglandin causes the increasing of our body temperature, and this will ultimately causes the fever. And this is actually the reason behind the fever, or behind the increasing temperature in our body, because the interleukin 1 and 6 which are secreted from the damaged macrophage of the lungs will attack the hypothalamus, and the hypothalamus release prostaglandin, and the prostaglandin causes the increasing of temperature in our body, and this will generate fever. Okay, so this is all about our respiratory troubles and the generation of the fever by the attack of coronavirus, and hope you have understand about the coronavirus structure and the pathophysiology of the coronavirus. Okay, so thank you, and that's it.